Nice.
Hello,
Yay.
everybody. You guys get
Hi.
concerned?
Nope. Everything
Not
is good
even
here.
once.
Oh, we're 100% great. Yep. Nope.
You get enough time to talk about what you're going to do?
No.
Nope.
We talked about talking about what we were going to do, but
I felt like we were very productive.
yeah, I think the prevailing theory is it solves Ahad's problem, and he needs to like connection it to death. Like that's the
Yeah, that checks out, I guess.
Mhm.
Cool.
just do puppet master things over there somewhere. Like
Fantastic. Well, I hope everybody had a good week. Everybody survived the storms yesterday.
Yeah, I got to duck and cover and get paid for it. It was great.
Yeah, I did too.
Tornado
Nice.
overtime. Never thought I'd see it.
Mine wasn't overtime, though.
Shame.
Simple got to drive through it.
You chose to do this.
My safety officer told me go home, so I did.
That's a bad safety officer.
yeah,
It wasn't that bad, right? Like, I mean,
You got lucky.
visibility was only down to like 50 feet. It was fine.
I can imagine you going 100, whoa, not being able to see anything.
100, but like 75.
That's excellent. Yes, very good, Oklahoma. Yes,
That's the speed limit.
it's true. Excellent. I'm just not going to worry about that anymore. Anyway, Andrew, don't you have announcements to do?
We do. So, going on in Red Dirt RPG Land. Let's see here. Pull up the YouTubes. Since I don't have it open yet, because I'm horrible. Alrighty, here we go. This week on the actual podcast, episode 27, The Gloves Come Off.
But did they, though?
Don't know. Our
Mm.
heroes have been investigating the rise in the drug known as Shiver and find themselves in an abandoned warehouse facing off against an adversary of August E. Graymore, while another bad guy has escaped behind a secret door.
Exciting.
Oh, yeah. And then on Wayfinder Legends, which we forgot to say, congratulations on your 50th episode, Wayfinder Legends, last week. That is something to be happy about. So they had episode 51, came out this week. Armed
Nice.
and Hungamongus.
Hungamongus.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
party
that's
comes
a pretty
across
good name.
the apparent Bogart chieftain and his Cherokee minions. Can they survive the chaos that continues? You know, I'm starting to think their campaign may be the most deadly. Every single episode I read these captions and it's like, oh, will they survive? Can they survive this?
Man, they stopped survive and start thriving like we are. You know what I'm saying, guys.
And then also this week, back on the YouTubes, Red Dirt Outlaws, episode 12, Vecna Eve of Ruin, Deja Vu is the title. Our party has tracked down the location of the next piece of the Rod of Seven Parts to a Warforged Colossus. And the party is exploring said Colossus.
Hey, a giant warforge?
Yeah. Like, 60 stories tall, if I remember right. Like, giant Warforged. By the way, they're in Eberron currently.
Yeah, and here I am going, where's Emissary?
Checking on the giant Warforged.
He's
Oh,
on
yes,
loan.
okay.
I mean, that makes sense, right? That's what he should be doing?
Emissary and that 60 huge, tall warforge never been seen in the same building at the same time. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, fair enough. Quite a possibility.
Mm.
So yeah, and so that is the happenings on Red Dirt YouTubes. Also, SoonerCon is coming up.
Ooh.
We are 2 weeks away from SoonerCon. Saturday, Friday the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. Come out and see us at SoonerCon. Say hi.
Andrew's got a panel.
Oh yeah. What you doing, buddy?
What time is
panel.
it? And
Yep.
is it all age appropriate?
Yep.
But what are you doing?
1 second, and I'll tell you.
Ooh.
While we're doing this, Michael, how could they
Mhm.
support us if they wanted, other than Patreon, where you can support
Yes.
for as little as $5, get into our Discord, help name titles, and all that jazz, and other special things, including miniatures, T-shirts. But if they don't want to do that, how else could they help?
They can head over to the website at reddirtdnd.com, and up at the top you'll find a tab that says merch. That'll redirect you to our merch store. There you'll find an ensemble of t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, hats, hoodies, and drinking mugs, all emblazoned with Red Dirt RPG Network branding. Some of them with our very own Shenanigans Unplugged branding to show your fandom of what we bring you here at Red Dirt RPG and what we specifically bring you here at Shenanigans Unplugged. It's a part of the Red Dirt D&D brand umbrella.
Yeah. And you can see Colin over there wearing the hat.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. And then I am actually wearing one of the lovely shirts that they give out.
Very nice.
And they're all very, very comfortable. Okay. Well, any other questions, comments, concerns before we jump into thanking our sponsors, Pro Laser Cuts and SD-Way Gaming?
I have a compliment. Different
Okay.
C word.
Oh, yeah.
You have such pretty eyes, Andrew.
Oh, negative inspiration today.
Shame.
Wow.
What time did you say your thing is? And is it PG-13 or all ages?
Yes, give us more details, Andrew.
Yeah. I want to know if the Dice Fairy is showing up
Mm.
Ice Fairy will be there.
at your panel.
Maybe.
These are the questions that we need to know about.
The Dice Fairy will be at the con, for sure. Sorry, still pulling mine up. Let's see. I am on a panel, How Society Shapes Who We Are, Friday at 4 p.m.
Ooh. Very interesting.
Is individuality a form of...
Just
Is individuality a form of freedom, or do societal expectations define us? This discussion examines how culture, identity, and personal expression are shaped by the push and pull of norms and self-determination. That's the
pretty
panel I'm on.
incredible. All right.
Oh.
Exciting. What time is it?
4 o'clock,
On?
Friday. So,
Nice.
first day of the con.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So, and then there'll be plenty of D&D shenanigans to be had all weekend long. Pretty sure we have Red Dirt trivia, D&D trivia, and I'm pretty sure they're doing the Dungeons or Drinks and Dragons as well at the con.
Ooh.
And that one is always fun if you've never been to it. Mark Cochran does a great job coming up. All the players out there, everybody who comes to it, actually gets to play a character, and you get to fight against the Red Dirt cast as the monsters or the villains. He comes up with fun, unique ones every single time. So definitely should find when those are. Come out, hang out, have a blast.
Amazing.
Fantastic. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to go in to thank our sponsors, and then we're going to be back for Simple's recap of what happened last time. That's right. I gave her a little bit of warning. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at ProLaserCuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook.
Okay.
Alrighty, we are back. Simple. You ready?
Last time on Mysteries of Beatrix, our party had a mental breakdown as we found the Sphinx we were looking for, gained entry to their abandoned node, and had a unhelpful conversation with the Sphinx himself about what he wanted, what he was doing, anything to do with Endervaros, what was going on, period. Did they know anything about the cult and the parasites and there wasn't a whole lot of useful information the Sphinx felt obligated to share. So the party moved on and had several conversations about the vague answers and extrapolated possibilities based thereon. We might be building a castle in the Hallelujah Mountains. That is to be determined. We put an arcane lock on the pathway to the node, and we are on our way to find Endervaros. We made it to the base of the mountain at the top, and I believe the last thing we saw was a bunch of ice and fire and just explosions, basically, coming from far across the way. At the base, at the top of the base of the mountain, the base at the top of the mountain. I believe that's where we left off.
Yeah.
No one can hear you when you're muted.
Nope.
Yep. Pretty good. Yes, that is the Don Mills, Colin. The
Oh, I
Don
know.
Mills.
I say that every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so last time as we left off, our group of intrepid adventurers was walking across the, as we would know it, the underside of the mountain, but that's actually at the very top because they're inverted and floating and all kinds of fun. And you could see off in the distance, basically jagged ice pillars, almost ice spikes coming out of a cavern. And you heard the roar of Indavaros as Acrosa was starting to set in the sky. What would you all like to do?
That roar means that he's free, right? That was a happy roar, right?
Based on the conversation that Melt had with his father, Indavaros is still an issue.
He could be an issue because he hasn't paid his dragon taxes. We don't know that. He could just be
I
fine.
get the impression with my family that he's going to be an issue as long as he exists. I feel that there's probably... Yeah.
It is not my preference to end one of the immortal races, but given the conversation that we had with the Sphinx about his the severity of his infection by the parasite, he may be too far gone.
Well, I suppose we won't know until we see him. Are we prepared for Mortal Kombat?
Are we?
Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, sorry. Call it. Take inspiration.
Oh.
Very well done, sir.
Thank you. But no one has responded to me, so I'm terribly worried now. Emissary, you also seem to be having an out-of-body experience. Are you alright, my friend?
As you look back, Emissary is just walking, but the lights, there are no red behind the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of following.
That's nice.
Excellent. I'll pull up his character sheet. Well, Murphy, Melt, Nasara.
I mean, we're as ready as we can be.
Yeah,
We had some rest, and
probably about as ready as we're going to be to face the dragon.
Now, if I remember correctly, because I was prepping my spells from our last long rest, this is a non-casting dragon, right, Andrew?
He did not seem to cast any last time you saw him, no.
Cool.
As Acrosa is starting to set, it is getting dark, and you see a streak of blue and red fly out across the mountainside.
That's nice.
It shot out of the hole.
Mhm. It did indeed.
I would like to mentally remember where that hole is, so that after we finish our business with Indavaros, we can check it out. Might be some useful stuff in there.
Well, we could go in there first.
Well, he just left there.
Yeah.
I thought the rule was we're never to fight a dragon inside their lair. So
But he's not in the lair.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go jump him elsewhere, and then
But
go.
we could go get whatever
build
items
stuff.
are in there currently.
I'm not good at that kind of thing, but so I'll leave it up to the rest of the group to decide. I'll get us there. I'll get us to the hole if that's the plan, but can't speak for what's inside. Defenses wise. or how long he'll be gone.
Yeah.
Good.
It's-
Well, then, I suppose the only thing to do is get his attention somehow. Emissary, activate loudspeaker. I don't know if he has that.
His back opens up, and a big speaker comes out.
There we go.
Incredible. Do we bring the microphone for the back speaker?
He looks down and shakes his head.
Good thought. Very good thought. Right.
I mean,
Could one of you make a loud noise to get its attention? I cast light cantrip.
I could cast thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be perfect.
Okay. Do you want?
No, I believe in you, Nasara.
Indavaros, show yourself. Are you friendly? Are you French? No, sorry.
But he is tired.
Sounds like he's speaking giantish.
Indavaros, come and face us.
Ooh, that's good.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. This is a 9. I'm just a little snake lady. I'm not that intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess, how far away did you say he was?
800 yards, give or take.
I need feet, Andrew. Feet. What is I don't know how many feet are in a yard.
There are no
I'm a-
yards in Beatrix.
I'm
No,
a
no, no,
dummy
no, no,
dum
no,
dum.
no. Everything's calculated in feet.
I
This
am
is
a
the
dummy
first
dum
time we've
dum.
heard about yards.
I am a
2,400 feet.
2,400 feet, you say with your face. Well, that's out of range of my spells, so I doubt he even heard us at that range.
feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's almost a mile away.
Yeah,
No,
he
that'd be
didn't.
a half.
He didn't hear us. So who cares? Yeah, let's go raid his house.
Let's do it.
I mean,
Okay.
unless you.
It's kind of his fault first at this point, you know. We
Yes.
asked to talk to him. We called his name
I mean,
right
you
in front of his front doorstep.
You could sending him if you really want to, Melt.
That'll get his attention.
I don't
What is
feel.
We're a little
No.
scuffle among friends.
No. No. No.
Why not? Mel,
What?
this may be the only way to get his attention until he returns, in which case we'd be fighting him on his doorstep.
Sending. Sending. Sending is
know.
what you want me to do with my
Yes.
face.
Indeed.
Yeah, third level spell.
When you say he's 240 something feet away,
Hey, don't you
It's-
have crossbow expert, Mel? Shoot
is
him.
he flying away?
Yes.
Okay.
I hold up my hand
What-
crossbow.
what
direction is he
Really?
going?
Really?
What
Hit him
direction
with
is
your
he
crossbow,
flying?
Melt.
He actually was flying kind of catty corner to you back towards what you think is the village.
Yeah, no. We'll get right on that.
So what? Is that what, north somewhere?
You know what I could
Technically,
do?
it's down.
We don't
Wait,
have directions, so
technically, it's up.
Technically, I could conjure a ice storm on top of him. That's
2,400?
300 feet.
300 feet is not 2,400 feet.
Oh, you said 100.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Then-
no.
Okay, then why are we having an argument about this? Let's go raid his lair.
May as well.
might as well.
Sounds like a great time then. We go.
How big is the mouth of the cave?
As you guys walk closer to the mouth of the cave, it is roughly probably 300 feet by about 150 feet is the hole.
I could fill this with I could make it very hard for him to get back home, if that would help.
That would be interesting.
Nah, let's just see what's in the cave.
Hold on.
To update.
Interesting. I can't help but notice the immense amount of lava and magma within this room. Teardrop, how are you, my dear?
She is well.
Is she floating off again?
She is not.
There she goes.
There she goes.
There she goes.
There she goes again.
But we do need to roll for what she is.
Roll a
She's
d35.
a change cleric.
So I need
Oh.
a d20 roll from somebody, please. 2 of them.
2 d20s?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do one of them, I guess.
I'll do one.
Go for it.
It's a 5.
That's a 20.
So you all get to choose. What kind of cleric would you like Teardrop to be today?
The
Dragon slaying cleric.
Yes, a dragon slaying cleric, please. What are we thinking? Do we want life? Do we want twilight? Do we want, I don't know, war? War's decent. Tempest is a good DPS cleric.
Well, it's fire and ice, so we don't want cold or fire damage because that won't help.
So yeah, no
Tempest
light.
is lightning and thunder.
Does she also get lightning bolt as spell? I don't believe so. She does get call lightning.
Give me a second.
She gets call lightning. I'm
Mhm.
fairly certain I know this. Me as Zahad, of course I would know. Do you want me to roll a history check?
What is that, a 38?
I know, no. I know everything that Sphinx couldn't be. Okay. Anyway.
I know. Let's make her an arcane cleric.
Don't we already have one of those?
Exactly.
No, he's a knowledge cleric. Completely different,
knowledge.
actually.
Yeah.
Hmm. Right. Well, we're down here now. She
are.
can be. What have we not seen her as yet?
A lot of things. She only
Tempest-
just became.
Tempest cleric is what she was originally. I don't think she'd like to go back to that personally. So let's say Twilight. Let's do Twilight because we're in the dark.
I know. Let's make her a peace domain.
Very well. She's a peace domain.
No. Twilight's great. Twilight is beautiful.
What's wrong with peace domain?
I don't feel like we're talking to Indarvaros. Do you feel like we're going to be talking to Indarvaros?
I would like to. That'd be great.
Well, we can make her.
We tried.
I know. Let's make her trickery. We're stealing everything from this place, right?
There we go. Stealth us up.
Yes, a bad subclass. Very good. Kidding, it's not a bad subclass. It doesn't matter. Jess, totally your pick. I would like to know what's in this room, though, Andrew.
As you notice for the first time that her holy symbol has changed again as a new day has dawned. And she is now a Twilight cleric.
Interesting.
Yes. Twilight can see invisibility for free, so.
As you walk in, the first thing you do notice is that this mountainside apparently is an active volcano that Indavaros has made his home, with running lava and spots of magma and burning molten rock spewed across the rocky terrain. And you also notice that there are, in the middle of the fire, there are those stones there are solid ice just floating in the fire.
Okay.
Our new Twilight cleric is going to put her hand on Zahad and give him advantage on his initiative
Oh
rolls
my.
for the next
No.
however long.
You don't want to. Oh, what a waste. Thank you, my dear. It was exceptionally kind of you. Now, I have never slain a dragon myself, and it occurs to me I don't have any books upon dragons.
I mean, if you do not wish the blessing, it could be given to another.
I simply am stating I do not know how to fight this beast now that we've encountered it once and it got away. How do we defeat it and or free it?
Nazara talking now. We could always shatter the entrance closed once he's in here.
Couldn't he just magma his way through the caverns and come out somewhere else?
Do those interdimensional shackles? Well, those are only through interdimensional means. I don't know. How we prevent him from escaping? Cut off his wings?
Yeah.
Very well. Most of my damaging spells either do fire damage or not, so this is still going to be...
With all due respect, Zahad, I have seen you do some destructive things with force damage.
Yeah.
It is sort of your signature move.
Yes. Right. Well, Murphy, what are we going to do? Also, I don't see any items or anything of use here. I see ice and I see lava here. Do we have any ideas?
Well,
I'm going this way now.
I guess we'll walk closer. To
Yeah.
Oh,
Detect
my body
magic.
rotates. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Andrew, what do I see with detect magic?
As you start looking, you do see illusion magic off on the far side of everything.
Like across the river of
Mhm.
lava? South or west?
Over where your symbol is now. Yep.
I point across the lava towards like that one standalone geyser. There is a lot of illusion magic over there. We should investigate further.
lead the way.
Very well.
It's almost a blinding white light from over there.
And the lava gives off heat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that.
Is
That's
there
incredible.
is there I assume there's no reasonably safe way to cross without...
Correct.
Cool.
How high is the ceiling?
It goes up as you look several hundred feet.
Oh, good.
Who has the winged boots?
I believe that'd be emissary.
Emissary, would you be a dear?
Or is that melt? Have you ever made up your mind which you have?
I have them on me. Yes, I
The
don't
winged
have
boots?
them equipped.
Murphy
Yes.
will summon Ulysses. I'll use my free casting of Faithful Steed this long rest. So now we have
Cool.
a flying mount. Size large that can ferry us across the lava flow.
Nice.
So we're moving across the lava flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear that?
Yeah, we're following Asara.
Oh my. Ooh. Okay, very good.
As you all are ferried across by the flying mount.
I'm gonna bap with my staff of the Magi and dispel magic on the illusion.
Wonderful. As you do that, a basically looks almost like a desk with chairs, bookshelves, papers strewn, excuse me, all across it. Inside the layer, looks like a researcher's or something to that regards kind of study.
Interesting.
Sahad, it reminds you immensely of your own study at home when you're in the middle of like trying to figure things out.
Right. Let me look through everything. I want to do an investigation check.
Cool.
Can I either assist or also make an investigation check?
Are you proficient in
I
investigation?
am.
So you can help or you can make your own check.
I have
Either
a plus
or.
8, plus
I have
26.
I have a +6. I will help you. Have advantage.
Sick.
And I'm trying to. I vaguely remember. I'm trying to remember. I think I can read all writing. But I'm
Eyes
trying-
the Runekeeper.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find it on my.
That's a 26.
26.
Yes, I do have Eyes of the Runekeeper. And
Very
Eldritch Sight for fun fact. So that's the magic eyes. So yeah.
As you are investigating the Hod, there are papers all around, different ones mentioning the Horizon Walkers,
Right, that's not good.
nodes to other planes, disruption, plans to cause chaos. Like you see the plan of that they have located a node on Kremrise, guarded by a dragon and her baby, with plans of stealing the baby in order to gain access to the node itself and to raise the dragon to be a fighter for them. And then as you dig further through, you see another paper talking about seems to be a letter. No names are written on it, but it does say issues have arisen on a rat mill. Make sure your end is being taken care of. The time is coming. And then as you continue to dig, the last bit seems to mention Indavaros and some other entity that lives in the Hallelujah Mountains. These could be key. But it doesn't mention who this other player is or where they are located.
Right. It's a reference to Sphinx, though, right?
That is what
Yeah.
you are surmising, yes. That it is a reference to the Sphinx that you all met last episode by the name of... Did he put it in here? Amiwalin Dalil.
Yeah.
Amiwalim Dalil?
Amiwalin Dalil.
Could have been named.
Emissary put it in.
Yeah, I know. Could have been Steve.
Could have been, but wasn't. All right, so do we think that this was what the simulacrum was working on, perhaps? Do we see any, like, looking around, are there any obvious places where the dragon would be making its nest, or do we assume that it was like nesting in the lava?
Do not see any spots that you think the dragon would have been nesting. At least not on the rocks.
Do we... In this world, do dragons have the power to polymorph at will?
History check.
Give me that roll, Zahad.
Was
Yeah.
Kieran Indervaros the whole time?
Boop. Ba-doop. Boop. Bada walla bing bang. 25.
With a 25, yes, Zahad, the ancient dragons or the worms, the great worms, can.
That's not what Endovarus is, though.
He is getting closer. But no, he is not. He is not an ancient, nor is he a great worm.
If there is a shape changer here in Nassar, it's not going to be Endovaros. Not yet.
Very well. Should we gather up this paperwork and start laying a trap then, or?
Yeah, hey, Andrew, I take my wand, and I take up just a bunch of empty papers,
And copy
and
it all.
I boop, 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 boop,
Yep.
boop. I leave their copies, as if we were
Mhm.
never here.
Is there any other magic in this area that I can see?
There is not currently any other magic other than
What we're packing?
what you're packing, and you feel like there is magic in the environment itself. And it seems to radiate the same as when you were looking at Indavaros.
Yes, so it's layer magic, but not. This isn't a node. This isn't. There's no like hoard of magic items.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Do we want to try to lay a trap? Do we want to go back to the town? I'm not sure that we will find anything else of value here, unless we intend to sit around and wait for the dragon to return.
If we're going to set a trap, I don't think we should set it in here. Maybe near the mouth of the cave, but not in here.
Yeah.
That lava is quite warm, and it would be regrettable for anyone to fall in during a altercation.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Right. Murphy, could you will us across back towards the entrance?
Ulysses, you know what to do.
Also, why is he still so damp and sticky?
He's a toad.
Hmm.
He's an amphibian. He has to stay moist.
That would explain it.
Yes, that's why he loves melt particularly.
He keeps licking him whenever he's not paying attention. Yeah. I think we can head back out.
Yeah, sticky, goopy toad licks. Yummy.
Yeah, we can definitely head back out.
Should we go check on the village to see if Indavaros has returned for the evening? Since
That would be day and a half walk from here. I don't know if we can do that. I
Well,
can summon a tower here that we can use as a stronghold for the fight.
Okay.
very well.
What time is it currently, Andrew?
It is roughly an hour after dusk.
What time did Endevaros fight us and then leave yesterday? Or a couple
So-
days ago?
Yep, a couple days ago when he fought you all, it was basically right at dusk. And because of the fight, he left about 2 minutes after dusk. The sun had basically set as he flew off.
Because suppose we could try to conceal ourselves and learn his habits to gain an edge, but I don't think that will matter.
I don't like our odds on that.
Well,
anything else? We've gone outside the room.
I will, yes. Near the entrance, but a distance away that is comfortable, I will summon Zahad's tower.
How far away do you want to go?
300 feet, guys?
Sounds far enough that player actions will not be a problem.
Murphy, melt, please.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. Seems far enough away.
Teardrop thoughts?
If we think that's far enough away,
None of you are exuding confidence, and that makes me worried. Emissary, is this far enough away?
Perhaps we should do 600.
Very good. Zahad will just keep walking till I'm about 600 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will cast my tower.
cool.
2 floors. The top floor will just have like a tower top where you can stand outside.
Mhm.
But still with a cone roof. That way, of course, out of the elements, if the elements do happen, gives us moderate cover. I don't know, the bottom floor set up with a bunch of beds. Second floor is the bathroom.
Why is the second floor?
Where did you think you would go into the bathroom on the ground floor?
Well, water flows down the best. So
It's
you really
magic,
want to
Murphy.
I just
There's also a sauna.
logistics wise.
I guess we wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tower will last for 24 hours. If he's not here by then, well, I'll make another.
Are you guys going to take a rest, or are you going to Take watches.
I'm
or are you
gonna,
staying up?
I'm gonna sit up top for right now and keep watch.
Nasara being the
Unless
person.
somebody wants to stop me, I have a +0.
Yes. Well, I was going to say, Nasara, she who does not need to sleep, perhaps you would like to take watch.
Yes, I assume that was. I mean, that is what I and Emissary normally, when he's done with his reboot. Although he seems. He mentioned defragmentation at some point. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing right now, but he doesn't seem quite all there. So, yes, I will take watch. Don't worry about it, Murphy. Get some rest.
Anybody
Hello.
doing anything before they bed down for the evening?
Going through papers, rereading notes I've made, going through the documents I copied.
Mhm.
I think just being quiet, just in anticipation.
Yeah. Reading the Book of Shadows, praying, burning some incense, standard stuff.
Murphy, you doing anything else?
No, just gonna kind of prepare for the dragon.
The night passes fairly uneventfully as Akrosa begins rising in the east. You hear the familiar roar as Indavaros is coming back to his lair, but the sound is coming from the direction behind you all. If that makes sense, what I'm trying to say.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
So
Is he did he all right,
Like,
all right, all right.
like,
So
but
if this is the
between, like-
mountain. Did he go this way and then around?
yeah, hold on, let me.
I
So
want you to
do that
MS
again.
Paint up. I need to see this.
So for clarification, so you guys, the cave mouth was over here, right?
Yeah,
You walked back this way.
600 feet.
Yep. Navaros is coming. His roar is back over here. Coming towards you, getting loud.
Okay.
So from his cave mouth up here, he flew off like that way. Initially. So he kind of has been circling around, but it has been all night.
Right. Get your armor on, gang. And I guess Zahad will make his way to the roof of the tower, wand and book at the ready.
Murphy is going to leave Ulysses in the tower. He's not going. He wasn't really much good last time.
He can stay in the sauna.
Well, hydrate.
I imagine Murphy, Melt, and Emissary and Teardrop will be on outside on the ground floor.
Okay.
Nasara, do you want to be upstairs with me?
I am.
What happens if he tries to get upstairs with you? Or are either of you prepared for?
What happens if we fall off the tower, Zahad?
Well, yeah.
It's a magical tower. As far as I can tell, it's unbreakable because it doesn't state that it has any AC and or hit points.
Yeah, but what if he tries to grab you and throw you off?
That would be bad.
Yes, it would. But I suppose he could also grab us and fly up. So it's
It would be equally bad. He could also walk by and need to, or fly up over us and need to relieve himself. That could also be bad. But we're not talking about that. Here comes the dragon. Get ready for combat.
that, we will roll initiative. Pull up the map for everybody. If you didn't, there is Syrinscape up.
Yeah, it's loud. Turning that down.
All right. Yes.
I am, like, when we're setting up on top as the dragon is flying towards us, I would like to, make, like, draw an arrow in the air and then conjure forth a guardian of faith to watch me and Zahad's back.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, if Nindavaros does decide to get up close and personal with us, at least he has that to deal with.
Could I get Death Ward in as we are preparing and getting battle ready?
Sure.
Good enough to do that.
I cast Spirit Guardians around us, Nasara.
Sweet.
Okay.
It is versions of my adult children, like armed for combat, and my friends who are around me.
Yeah, the guardian has a flail that has like a long whip, but with a maul at the end. That's a giant metal like pendulum. So
Nice.
yeah.
Pendulum of Doom. Oh, it's always
Yeah.
Pendulum of Doom.
So
Okay. It. You guys may place yourselves. Basically, that middle is your tower.
I'm with you, Zahad.
Very good. Toss Emissary out somewhere. Also, I imagine this is actually a flat plane and no
Yes.
trees, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Totally cool.
Quick
Dude.
change of map.
No worries.
And he is still coming, so this is where he's going to be coming from. But at the moment, he is still 200 feet out. But you get the sense that he has seen you all. Anywhere else you guys would like to be, or do you want to just roll initiative?
We would like our tank to be further out, but we can't move emissary.
Where do you want him?
What do you think? Like, I'm having trouble pinging. Hold on. Is right there good?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
The rainbow is the Spirit Guardians, by the way, gang.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
That dang tree is right in the way. Oh, of course, there's another Kieran. Why wouldn't there be? Dumb. I don't like that at all. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget to roll initiative. Murphy, you might want to reset yourself.
Don't forget you have advantage, Zahad.
Ooh, I did forget. A 7. Good.
Excellent.
Roll. Normal.
Legendary rolling at advantage.
Yeah, boy. He's gonna have to wait until the dragon gets close enough to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nasara, what'd you get?
A 9.
Okay. And will you roll for two?
Oh yeah, get Teardrop out there too. She's pretty beefy, if I remember right. But have them all catty cornered so none of them can be easily hit with one breath attack. Fabulous.
That?
It'll work.
Simple. What's Teardrop?
Un momento, por favor.
Okay.
14.
Alrighty. All right. As they come in, they are now 150 out. Anybody have anything that they would like to do at this point?
You said 115?
150. 150.
Out of range of everything.
Hold on. Out of range for you, maybe. Hold on.
That's why I said that I am out of range.
Boo. You said 150 exactly?
Yep.
I would like to chuck a fireball.
Okay.
Or are we talking first? Did we figure that out? Are we
The
just
goal was to talk.
fine. Then we'll just cast Thaumaturgy and again say, Indavaros, come to face us, we wish to parley.
Okay.
There, tower.
Yep. Beautiful. Well done, Colin.
Yeah, I was looking around my options here.
Is there anything else? We have one Thaumaturgy cast of Parlay. Give me a persuasion, Nasara.
These digital dice are hurting me. That's an 11.
Reroll that.
That's a 12.
All right, nah, it's on you. You re-roll it if you want. Use your own points. Aren't you one of our charisma-based classes? What are you doing?
Yes, I have a +5. I just would not. I cannot. Hold on. Fine, I will use a point to reroll. I don't know how important that is because he's obviously coming for us. That's a 17.
Okay. As they get closer, they are now within about 80 feet. And the dragon seems to have stopped flying forward and is just hovering there.
Insight check. Does the dragon and the definitely not Kieran want to fight?
Yeah, Teardrop is gonna also incite them for intention.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
definitely really good at this, by the way.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone's rolling secret rolls.
Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry. I rolled a 16.
Yeah, you're probably set in the bottom.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Make it a public roll versus a private.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, melt.
Does anybody not have dark vision?
I am exuding light.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
and it is dawn.
yeah, it is dawn, so light is not an issue at the moment. Incoming inspiration for everybody.
Yeah, we got a kid.
Yay!
Inspiration. All right.
Good night, kiddo. All right. Melt, Teardrop, both get the sense. Who are you inciting? Are you trying to incite the rider, or are you trying to incite the dragon?
I'm doing the dragon.
Okay.
I mean, it does have Kieran's face, but I mean, has his. Sure, we'll do the Tempest or Teardrop will be looking at the rider.
Melt, your understanding of the dragon's intention is it is being held back, but it is just waiting, it seems.
Okay.
Teardrop, you're looking. The rider seems a bit puzzled, but isn't afraid of a fight.
How do you want to do this, Zahad?
Lay down your arms and surrender.
Yeah, lay down your dragon. Do we have questions? Or are
If
we
you ask Zahad, what do we do?
okay?
Zahad yells that. I am Zahad. Be afraid.
Oh. Hey,
Finally,
Murphy, you should probably get ready to fight.
Sorry, Melt. I think we're have to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Listen, if he disarms himself of his dragon, there'll be no combat. It'll be fine.
Zahad, give me an intimidation check
Sick.
at disadvantage.
Awesome. Ten.
Cool. He just kind of sits there and goes, "Why?"
Is that the rider? Or
Yeah, the rider.
dragon?
Why would I disarm myself? Oh, mighty Zahad.
Murphy, we have a whip. Excuse me. I'm Zahad. Murphy, we have a whippersnapper.
Oh, yeah. Well, you should probably surrender because you're extremely expensive to cast, and we broke you to pieces last time, and we'll do it again.
Oh,
We'll let the dragon do it too. We'll let him watch.
what makes you think that I am not here this time?
Why don't you come down here and let me get a good look at you, and we'll figure it out.
Prove that you bleed.
We're
blood, not
escalating.
water.
We said we wanted to parlay. I wanted to throw a fireball. That's not the point. Okay.
Yo, he's 8 feet away. That's outside of counterspell. Fireball. I don't care. Do it, Jeff.
The dragon and him move closer in. They are now 40 feet away. As let me see here.
He's 47 feet away.
Still thaumaturgying. Dragon Rider, what is your name and what is your purpose? Why do you wear our friend's face? Get a monologuing. You gotta get a monologuing so you can do stuff.
And let me pull up phone measuring tool.
Oh, jeez.
He's currently 47 feet from me. I've already measured. Unless you moved him again.
Wait.
Andrew, you're wasting time. Are we throwing down?
He is getting ready to throw down a spell at you guys. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
All right.
that is why I'm doing that.
Yeah, okay. So,
It is hitting everybody but emissary.
yeah, all right. Jess, do you want me to, or do you want to?
Do I can't counterspell, bro.
No. Okay, I'll counterspell.
Give
Actually,
me-
what?
Arcana check to see
Yeah.
what it is.
Mhm.
$18.
Do not know.
Oh,
no,
that
that's-
18?
Nope. Let me correct myself here. He is casting Cone of Cold,
Yeah, I'll
5th
counterspell.
level spell. Cool. You need to roll, please.
I'll re-roll.
Okay.
Is there just a quick re-roll button? No, there isn't. That's better.
Is this him taking his turn? Because I don't feel like any of us are surprised by this.
No, it's not a surprise. This is their turn. They moved and came closer. And
Okay.
then the turn. And this is what's starting
So it's going to be
combat.
Teardrop's turn after that. Cool,
Correct.
cool.
It did not dispel.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we cast it at an 8th level.
9th.
Okay, cool. So we're dead.
Oh, cool.
That's fun.
4 extras, so 12d8. And I need each of you to please
You said 12 d8s?
make a con save, please.
So we are all dead.
Yep.
Concept.
17, but I don't know that that's going to make it.
Mel, you have a bonus to my charisma modifier. You have a +3 on your roll.
Okay.
That is a hard.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration to re-roll.
Same.
Yeah, Teardrops also.
Never mind. I'm just gonna die.
Teardrop got a 19.
Okay. Let's see.
Although, wait, Teardrop didn't need to roll. She's outside of the cone.
She's in it. It's angled to the side, so it hit her. I just couldn't move it.
So 19. It's 22 with your bonus, Murphy.
Probably still a fail.
Nope.
Yeah.
Succeed. So if you got above a 16, you succeed.
Oh.
And it is 47 hold if you fail.
So what? He has 10 intelligence, so he can cast 9th level spells? Okay.
So it's 23 on the half.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cold damage, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Which I believe you're resistant to, right?
No, but I'm going to push my trigger to make myself resistance, so half again.
Solid.
Absorb elements.
Yeah, no, Oh, the dragon thing that I got from Mama Dragon.
Yep.
Chromatic. Yeah, that thing.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find it right now, but
Sounds good. Teardrop's turn.
Okay.
Teardrop isn't even on the. Oh no,
yeah,
she is.
She's the little ghost
Mhm.
thing.
Okay. Can we switch to some
Are
combat
we
music?
are we in bright light or dim light?
I have combat music going.
Are we in bright light or dim light?
I would say it's dim. Still.
Cool.
Oh, the map has cute bird music. Excuse me.
Okay, let me fix that.
There we are.
And you said they're 40 feet away now?
Yes.
Cool.
They were 40 feet from Zahad. So
Cool,
they
cool.
are closer.
okay.
Cool,
47 feet to Kieran. 42, he moved.
She is going to activate her Twilight Steps of the Night.
Okay.
Which is an action. She casts Fly on herself. She can fly for 1 minute. And she's going to get all up in not Kieran's business.
Okay.
And we're going to a bonus action. Oh, I got a bonus action. Well, bonus action. Oh, wait. Oh, that is a bonus action. Look at that. Okay, so the main action, we are going to pump a 4th level inflict wounds.
Okay.
And I would like to spend all of my inspiration and 1 of Teardrop's inspiration to make it a crit.
Okay.
Solid. Nice, Jess. So what is that? That's 60-10, so 60 damage, and you have to roll 60-10?
Because this thing has taken her not lover's face, and I feel like she's upset about it.
For the second time.
For the second time. And
Her
that's gonna
pining
be
target, really.
her night. That's gonna be 93 total.
Nice.
Yeah, 93 necrotic damage as she brushes off the cold and like just melts her hand into his face, screaming something about how dare you wear his face or something like that. Something dramatic.
Sick. Nice.
I want his face to be blooping. Like, blah, blah, blah.
Wonderful. And Nasara, it is now your turn.
Nasara is going to back up Teardrop and throw some Eldritch Blaze at the gross guy.
Okay.
So we're level 7 now.
Sarah,
Mhm.
real quick, you have the detect magic up all the time?
I do have detect magic.
You
up
see
all
an
the-
invisible creature on the dragon?
Do I see an invisible creature? Do I see any magic other than the dragon's normal magic? And I assume this guy is magical.
Yes,
But
you do.
I see somebody else.
You see white around the neck of the dragon, and then you also see all around the dragon he is encased with. That is not his magic.
Well, if a 93 doesn't make, or because if you 93 and then you cut that in half, so that'd be like Somebody help me with math. I'm bad at math. That's like 40 something and change. If he was able to make that concentration check, I think we're all doomed. But we'll make
But his save's only 16.
But we'll
Did he take the damage, Andrew? You never described it.
Yeah, he took the damage.
Do we see blood?
Do not see blood.
Do we see water?
You do not see water.
Mm-hmm.
we see who's. Can you please be more descriptive? Paint me a word picture, Andrew.
Yeah, we need some.
Hello?
Descriptors, like, are we
Do we
talking to
see?
ourselves?
Do we see Teardrop's hand melt into his skull?
Pretty close.
Good.
That's
He
all we're
deserves
getting out
that.
of him.
Great.
Cool.
I got a lot of insight out of talking to
Um,
that brick wall. That's crazy. With love. I know you can't tell us everything. Free the dragon. Dragon's still a problem.
Uh,
You can see the invisible thing. Fucking destroy it.
I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna. Can I angle a fireball so I don't hit Teardrop, but I hit the other people? Is that something I can do?
Mhm.
Cool. Then I'm gonna wave my giant stick and I'm gonna do that instead.
So the way it can work, you can target the thing on the back of the neck and the Indavaros, or you can target Indavaros and the caster.
I can't get. Okay.
You can't get all three if you avoid Teardrop.
Ignore Navarros.
Yeah.
Kill the bug. Kill the not Kieran.
That wasn't an option. Indavaros is in the shot no matter what. It's either I get the not Kieran or the bug. So
Your call.
I mean, Indavaros is going to be resistant to the fire damage anyway because he's a fire dragon. So
Kill the Kieran and the bug.
yeah. Again, that wasn't an option.
I know.
But well.
Oh, it is if you hit Teardrop too.
Yeah.
She'll survive.
All right.
Okay.
There's another child to carry. There are two other children carry on her last name. It'll be fine.
I mean, we do have a cleric. It is probably fine. Oh, here's another idea. I could rip Kieran or the not Kieran off of its back eventually, but with telekinesis. But now we're just gonna nuke the whole back of the dragon.
Okay.
Teardrop will be fine. He's got health. So I will spend 7 charges, and that will create a yeah. So 8d6. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody. Teardrop got a 22 because she is on point.
Sick.
Because she's the mad.
Not Kieran got a 17. And Davaros also got a 17.
I need you to roll 1 lower. That's 20. And the other thing that's definitely not there. What did it roll?
Is it considered prone, thusly failing its dex save automatically
20.
because it's attached? Okay. No. Okay,
Well,
good.
that's 29 points of damage, so it'll be half to 14.
All right. Next up, Murphy.
Right. Is this thing on the ground?
No.
No. How far up is he?
He is about 20 feet off the ground.
Your toad flies.
Yeah, but we didn't bring him with us.
He said he's in the ground floor of the tower. And you're next to the door.
All right. Well, then, in that case, I'm gonna hop on Ulysses. And then I'm gonna fly up to Navarros.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm going to cast. I'm just make a weapon attack. Targeting the not Kieran.
Okay.
That's just straight roll. No bonuses or anything like that. No advantage, I mean. First one's a miss. Second attack. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Okay. Then
It looks like it's about to make connection, and then it just kind of slides off of him.
okay, then that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, I need Emissary, Nasara, and Zahad. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
There's no point. Whatever it is, it'll put me down.
I got a 7.
Melt.
Yep. Said what's going to save?
It is a Constitution.
Okay.
So 14 is the save. And you take 7 cold damage.
Okay.
Zahad, if you succeed, you don't take any damage, sir.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Well, that's a fail.
And your speed is 0 until the dragon's next turn.
Cool.
And Zahad, it is your turn.
I'm down. I failed. Next turn.
Melt, your turn.
Okay. We're going to channel the Staff of Healing and do Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And I think I'm within 60 feet of
Everybody.
just about everybody.
Yep.
So
Can you see us on the top of the tower? Or let me rephrase, can you see B laying down on the top of the tower?
Yeah, hand is sitting over the edge.
Okay.
23.
Everybody heals 23.
Awesome. Can't wait to go down again before my next turn. Have fun, guys.
I'm done.
Yell if you want inspiration.
Okay. And then it
How
is
much kills-
Emissary's turn.
23. Nice work,
23.
Mel.
Colin, will you run Emissary for us?
Okay. Well, he can't reach up there. How tall is Emissary?
Emissary is like 6 foot, and he goes bigger.
How tall is he when he size large?
I think he doubles in dimensions. Not 12 though. I don't remember exactly what it is for huge. Let me look it up, so I don't tell you wrong.
No, regardless, I think he's going to be out of reach then.
He can jump.
Does he have any lances?
Okay, he's going to use his bonus action to rage, I suppose. Move him. He has a movement speed of 40, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to get underneath and be able to jump up. If you're allowing that.
Yep.
He's going to, as he rages, he will fill his knowledge, his giant warhammer, his maul, excuse me. He's going to fill it with a d6 of lightning damage.
Okay.
Oh, how interesting. One second here. Oh, never mind. He'll stay back there.
Okay.
Actually, no. He has to move up 20 feet, so he'll do that. When he does the charge, he fills his maul with lightning, and as he rages, he can throw the maul as it has a range of 20-60.
Okay.
So, I gotta start writing all this down because I don't know his character sheet in any way, shape, or form. 6 plus 8 plus 1d6. I don't know what his rage bonus is. It's probably
Plus 2.
3. It's not a 3 yet.
I don't think it's a 3 yet.
No, it's a +2. I've got his character sheet up.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Here.
Mm,
I dropped it in the Discord for you.
I can't have that many pages open. That's too much.
Oh, got it.
He will also, as a part of his attack action, he will activate Searing Ignition. When you take the attack action in your turn, you replace one single attack with a magical burst of flame. No, it'll be better to just throw the hammer, I think. Oh, there we go. Yes, he'll throw it, and he will also activate Fire Strike with the Strike of the Giants, which is additional 1d10. Okay. And, of course, he's raging.
He doesn't get rage bonus on a throw. Oh, no, he's a giant, so yes, he does.
Boop, boop, boop. I have to flip between all of his different screens here. He has a plus 11 to hit. He will do this recklessly because he can.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 22 to hit the not Kieran.
Yeah, how's that guy looking with a melted face?
He is looking rough.
Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Dang.
It's 24 points of magical bludgeoning and lightning and fire damage.
How much total damage? 24?
24.
Okay.
That immediately peers at his hand, and he'll throw it again.
Okay.
Okay, so he can't do the extra D10 again, but he can do everything else.
Hmm.
Recklessly, of course. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, I forgot to add the 2 for rage. Add two, I'm just going to add 2 additional to this roll. Total 23 damage. Those are big, meaty, not meaty. Big guy throws hammer twice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a total of 47 damage. That's really not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not.
And that's his turn.
Cool. At the end of his turn, Endavaros is going to take an action. And he is going to use Scorching Ray at Emissary. So 3 Scorching Rays at Emissary at advantage. And 17 hit Emissary or no?
Emissary's
No,
armor class is a
but-
19.
But you do have advantage to hit him.
Yep. So I'll need to just check. So it would have been a 24, 23, and 31 to hit. 3 hits on
Yep.
Scorching Ray. And 6 time. 29 fire damage.
So he'll take 14.
He is resistant. Yeah, he's resistant to fire.
And then it is the
I marked it
dragon's
off on his character sheet for you, Colin.
I can't touch it, so I appreciate that. I'm just
Yeah.
keeping track on paper.
turn. Nope, you guys are good. I appreciate you working together to get it done.
Yeah.
I need everybody to please make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm prone.
Is
I don't
this
remember.
again?
He is going to pull back so that he gets both everybody
Murphy?
and Murphy that are up there flying in the fire breath.
But he can't get Teardrop because she's on his back.
She was flying.
Okay.
Okay. Did I get a reaction back, Andrew, or nay?
Yes. Yes, you do.
I'll try to
Is this
counterspell
against
again.
a spell or
It
other
is not a
magic?
spell. It is the dragon's fire breath.
But
Oh,
it's a
well, then
magical effect.
No point. I'll just go down. Con save, dex save.
It is a dex save.
I got a 4. Teardrop got a 16.
Natural 1.
20 for me.
Nice, Murphy.
Murphy, you're
10.
going to succeed. I think you are the only one who succeeds. It is 50 points.
5-0?
Mm-hmm. In
For a
total.
fail?
For a fail. So it is 25
Okay,
fire,
well,
25 cold.
Teardrop falls out of the sky. She's dead.
That's 2. What?
Oh,
2 automatic fail death saves on a fall?
No.
No?
No. This would all be part of that action, so if you're falling.
Well, I have to fall. I need to calculate my fall damage because
It's all
Jim-
part of it's all part of that damage, the 50. That's everything.
Are you up, Mel?
Okay.
I'm going to take half of one of the two 25 buckets, so
You said that was fire?
It's
it's either fire or cold. It doesn't matter which, and I'm probably going to tune it to cold, so I'll take the full 25 on the fire and half of the other 25. That's another of those
Emissary
reactions
is up
down.
with 39. I'm up with 9. Teardrop is
Goose eggs
down.
over here.
And with that, the not Kieran barely still up. Looks at Indavaros and says, "Get us out of here." And they will begin to fly away. I need use some. So
Okay.
and teardrop.
It's a 7.
Asara.
So the guy, the not Kieran, doesn't look rough and bloody. He's just rough.
No, he looks rough and bloodied.
Kill him. Or free the dragon. Your call.
Well, tomato, potato. I will bonus action. Murphy, you're down.
I am only down in the sense that I'm on the ground. 15 hit points.
Oh my gosh, it's
Oh.
awesome, man.
Okay. Then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use my where the heck is it? Use one of my healing lights to get you up, Zahad.
Ooh.
You get 4 points of health, which isn't a lot, but you're up. And then I'm going to use see, I don't trust him not to have like resistances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I am I would like to measure my distance, please. I'm 50 feet away from them.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to do a contested strength check and use telekinesis to rip that piece of whatever he is off of the dragon's back.
Nice.
And move him 30 feet towards us. Until the end of my next turn, if I win, he is restrained in my telekinetic grip.
Okay.
So, strength contest, baby. Let the dice speak.
Your strength cast is 20 right now, right?
No.
What does telekinesis count as?
It literally says make an ability check. Oh, with your spellcasting ability contesting the strength check of the creature. Oh, okay. So my ability is +5 with charisma. So that's a 19 you gotta beat.
He rolled a natural 1 as you rip him from the back of the dragon. And just it's almost like, you know, for the lack of a better word, a dog running as fast as it can as it hits the end of the leash. And just the full yank back as the dragon flies away and keeps moving, and he's just suspended there.
I get to move him 30 feet however I want. So I would like to slam him into the ground.
Okay, he's too high for that.
Fine. But I would
Don't worry,
like
he'll hit the ground at the end of this turn.
Well, actually, he's restrained in my telekinetic grip for the next turn, so I am still holding him. So
just hold him.
He will not fall.
Hold him and make sure he's facing away. Sucker.
Well, I could move him onto the tower, but
no sail. No sail.
I don't-
Bad.
Yeah. Well, but I could force him in range of the guardian.
You know what? Bring him over here. I still get a turn.
Yeah, so I can bring him 30 feet this way, which I believe puts him in range of my Guardian of Faith.
Did you make any Constitution saving throws on the Guardian of Faith?
Guardian of Faith is not a concentration spell.
Cool.
It's just up.
It lasts 10 minutes, I think, right?
Let me check. It cost me one of my 4th level spell slots, so it lasts 8 hours.
Oh.
And it just does 20 damage. It's not when you get within 10 feet of it. It just does 20 damage on a failed dex save.
Okay, so he needs to make the dex save?
Yes, he does. But he's restrained. And I don't know, I don't remember, but I think restrained does something to your dex.
Nope.
Let's check.
We dropped Corey.
Uh-oh.
You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
That is an 18 at disadvantage.
That'll pass.
I rolled a 16 and a 19.
Yeah. That's okay. It doesn't disappear until it's done 60 damage, so you just made it be there longer. And is he in range of your swirly
That's
gumdrops?
gone. He's
No,
dropped.
that's been gone. I've dropped
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, never mind.
The swirling lights is just a cantrip at this point. I'm just feeling good over here.
Okay, well, do your little, I mean, if you want to do your little song and dance, Sahad, it's Murphy's turn, but Nasara is not letting go of this imposter, so.
Good.
Yep, he is above the tower, just barely. Okay, and it
Murphy.
is
get
Murphy's
up here?
turn.
Can I see the top of the tower?
You can see me.
Yeah, you can see him. I don't think you can. I mean, the tower has like the little bevels.
Yeah, that didn't
bet-
stop anything, man.
No, but what I'm saying is like
In my hand,
you could see
my
you could
hand
see
hung over.
those. So if you were gonna Misty Step or something like that, you could, or Dimension Door or whatever, you could do that. But you can't see like what they're standing on. No.
Just
I'll
aim at
just
me.
Misty Step right above it to where Zahad is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast Misty Step. And then that's my bonus action. I'm gonna use my action to make 2 weapon attacks at not Kieran.
Okay.
It's 26 hit.
Mm-hmm.
10.
You have
bludgeoning-
advantage, by the way.
I do.
Yeah, he's restrained.
Oh, okay.
So roll for
that
crits.
does. I did 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
There we go. Got a crit.
Nice.
27 to hit total. And how are we doing crits?
Max damage.
plus another roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I guess it adds critical damage already.
If you hit crit, it'll automatically do it. Or should.
Well, it just rolls. It adds an extra damage die. It doesn't.
Okay, so it didn't update when we moved over. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So just roll 1 normally and then just add your max.
Oh, and we're just
15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Zahad.
Zahad.
What's your question, Jess?
Oh, I was just gonna let everyone know that Teardrop doesn't take falling damage because she has the ring of Featherfall, so she's slowly drifting down.
Nice.
Very slowly. That's awesome. Looking over at the dragon, can I spot, the weird blood from the knot creature on the neck, or no?
I would say you can give me
I'm not
give
gonna-
me
not
just a
gonna do
straight
perception.
intelligence.
Oh, intelligence?
Yep.
Nope. Okay. So, having 4 hit points again. Is the not Kieran bleeding?
Do not see any blood.
So it's not him. Okay, yeah, I'll walk over, song and dance, gang.
Hmm.
I will use 1 level 1 spell slot, and I'll grab his forehead and face that up to me, and I'll cast Insightful Maneuver. Is he vulnerable to any kind of damage, Andrew?
No, not
very
vulnerable to anything.
That's a terrible shame. He is going to be vulnerable to force damage. I will pull out one of my 2 wands and just unload it.
Okay.
We do this every time.
You don't even need to roll damage.
Okay.
As you pummel, and the not Kieran turns into dirt. And anything else you would like to do?
Action, bonus action. Nah, we good.
Melt, make me a death saving throw.
What?
Wait, Mel's not down?
Oh, did you stay up? I thought you went down.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
I'm.
He's the one who's resistant to most of this stuff. He's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
great.
yeah. I have to hug Dragon Mom whenever we get back. But, oof. Okay. So dragon and thing on dragon are still running away. Okay. Now, I think we're going to have the conversation again. Can I reasonably see the thing on the back, and how far away is it?
So you cannot see the thing on the back currently. But you can make me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Hey, you're good at that too, right? Roll above a 10. I believe in you, buddy.
Honey.
Inspiration.
Oh man, that's
Inspiration,
so hard,
'cause
Mel.
I mean, the dice would have told an interesting story there, but
They would have. I'm trying to take my destiny in my own hands. We'll see what happens the second time around. Okay, there we go.
I mean, roughly the same spot, you think?
Okay.
So you could make a chance at it. You can't see it, but you could try.
Yep.
You'd have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
But you have enough knowledge to at least attempt.
all
Unless
right,
you
we're-
use an AoE damage.
No, we're not using AoE. I don't have AoE that reaches out that far. Wow. No.
You
I
say
don't.
that, he's not that far. He's only 30 feet away from you.
Okay, let me be more specific. I don't know that I have any AoE damage other than right up next to me and of the glittering aura kind of like Zahad was throwing around earlier. All right, we're gonna just say screw it and throw a 3rd level guiding bolt at it. And hope that mystical. Okay, I'd kind of like to have you roll the hit before you did all of that.
That's a 25.
That's to. Okay, let's roll the hit before we get to that. How about that?
That's a 20.
With
Disadvantage?
disadvantage. Okay, we're taking that apparently. That's nice.
What'd you get? It's not popping up.
It's a 1.
Buddy, come on.
How does
Nope.
inspiration work with disadvantage?
You re-roll.
All right, well, let's just burn another. Got a. Is that complete reroll or just reroll one more die?
One more die.
Okay.
That's a 28. That
That's a
means that-
crit 20. That is a 20 on the die.
Oh my god. He can do it. Call the president. He can do it.
Oh!
And what spell are you throwing out there?
Third
level
level
guiding
guiding
bolt.
bolt. It's 66.
As Melt begins muttering and casting his guiding bolt, reaching into the depths of his knowledge, and you see this streak of light rip across the sky. That is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh!
Dun dun dun.
If we're still in combat, I am switching things up and gonna have a real fun reaction here in a minute.
Well,
Good job, team.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Dang.
you guys took a lot right at the beginning, but you guys held on.
Literally just going for natural 20. It's the only way we continue in
Yeah.
this game. Oh my gosh.
Good job, and we'll be back next week to see what happens in Mysteries of Beatrix. Until next week, everybody, may all your games be as filled with as much shenanigans as ours are. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.